Hi guys, this is Alex at BlackBoxMyCar.com. Today I have an unboxing video of Skyview G1 car camcorder, and to go over with you with this specific dash cam. In my opinion, this is actually one of the best devices that you can buy with your money, because it's currently sitting at $100 mark, and I will show you why. So first of all, as I said, offering Full HD quality 1080p, 130 wide angle lens. English manual is provided, and the device looks really nice. The fit and finish on this device is amazing. It doesn't seem like a $100 device from China. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels light, but that's about it. It doesn't feel cheap to me. And the video quality is really amazing, actually. If you look at the sample video of this guy underneath the description, you'll be surprised what kind of quality you're getting at a $100 mark. And to make it even better, power cable and two different mounts are being provided with this guy. Usually for under $100 mark, you only get about suction cup mount, and you don't have an option where you can go with a permanent 3M mount. And I would highly recommend using this because it looks less noticeable from inside of your vehicle, and it looks neat. You can mount it this way or this way, and nice thing is you can also detach this guy if you wanted to. I'll show you that. As you can see, it slides in and out, so you can detach this guy if you don't feel safe about leaving this specific device. And you have a USB cable, so you can connect it to your Mac computer or Windows, so you can view your video without even taking out your micro SD card. This dash cam does have a battery power internally, so that's why the LCD screen is on. The battery is going to last for about 20 to 30 minutes once it's fully charged. And I don't quite get it because you're going to end up plugging it into your vehicle, but Chinese dash cams tend to put a battery inside, so you can actually take it as a camcorder. Simply record videos like that. But anyways, I'm gonna go over this dash cam with you because I've been getting a lot of questions regarding this guy, because the manual isn't all that nicely made, and so I'm going to go over this guy. But first of all, micro SD card problem with this with the Chinese devices in general. Right now I'm using Class 10 SanDisk Ultra 32 gigabytes. You can expand it up to 32 gigabytes. You can't put 64 or 128, unfortunately. And at least until last year, Chinese dash cams had to use Class 4 or Class 6 SD cards. And I'm still very unclear as to why Chinese dash cams are so selective in terms of what a micro SD card can be used and whatnot. Even a very expensive Vigovation device from Taiwan is very selective in terms of which micro SD card gets plugged into the device. It actually won't record any videos if wrong brand of SD card gets inserted into their devices. So I was really shocked when I saw that red dot was blinking. Not this guy, the Vigovation one. And when I came home and to check on videos, it simply didn't record any videos. And the manufacturer's take on it was that you need to use like a specific brand of SD card. I forgot what it was. But for this guy, I'm using SanDisk Class 10 micro SD card, and I haven't had any issues with it. And our customers with this micro SD card doesn't have any issues with it either. So let me power it up for you to show you what this dash cam is capable of. First thing first, as long as you put in your micro SD card and simply power this device up from your vehicle, shortly you'll be greeted with this welcome sign, and the red dot will be blinking, and green LED is also blinking, and this means that your video dash cam is actually starting to record videos for you. So there's no necessarily a setting that you have to configure in order for this dashcam to work. I mean, everything is pre-configured for you, 1080p to put out maximum video quality, and this goes for all dashcams. All dashcams, if it's offering full HD, then it will be set for full HD at 30 frames per second. Only if you desire to make the video quality, make the video size smaller, that's when you can change it through your settings. I'm saying this because many of customers that are going for this specific dashcam or a more affordable dashcam is that they're first-time buyer for dashcams, and they are sort of confused as to how what's the idea of dashcam and how these dashcams are being used. And so when these devices are it's going to be recording in either 3, 5, or 10-minute interval. And for my customers, I would recommend using 3-minute interval. So every 3 minutes, new video gets created, and they are continuous, one by one by one by one. And this is also important, and this is where the micro SD card comes in, and it's really important to be using a good micro SD card, because if your micro SD card is defective, you might have a missing segment. Say after 3-minute interval, the new video has to get created, but if your micro SD card or your dashcam isn't really all that great, then the lag between creating one video to another there will be missing gap. And to avoid that, make sure you use a good micro SD card, a good brand of micro SD card, and choose your dashcam wisely, because that's one of the things about the Chinese dashcam. But at least with this device, we didn't see that happening. And more and more, at least in the past 6 months, I don't see any devices that are doing such thing. It used to do a lot of mishaps like that, but nowadays it's all good. But anyways, every 3 minutes, new video gets created. Within that 16 gigabytes, if it gets all filled up, then all this video gets deleted one by one as new video gets created one by one. And this is called looping feature. And so you don't have to worry about deleting any videos. You can simply use it, and if you need to take out your SD, say if anything happens, and if you need to review your video, you can simply bring it home or take out your micro SD card to view it at home. Or so. And that reason, I sort of recommend our customers to be carrying 2 sets of SD cards. So one inside your unit, and carry at least an 8 gigabytes or another SD card in your glove compartment. And that way, if anything happens, you can simply pop it out. Make sure your power is completely off before removing your micro SD card, and then simply swap it with the brand new one. That way your video evidence is secure and it won't get deleted. Anyways, so let's go into the setting here. You'll see all sorts of letters and all that. I'll go over that with you guys. So if you want to go into the menu, you need to first stop your video recording. You can simply do that by pushing this OK button. If you press once, it will take you to the setting of your first page. There are 2 pages, one page, first page, and then the second page. And I'll go over the first page first. So to go navigate across these different settings, all you need to do is press toggle with these buttons. The resolution, as I said, it is left at 1080p full HD quality. I won't go below 720p HD quality. When your dashcam is capable of recording full HD, why not go with full HD? 720 is okay, but don't go anywhere below 720p. And if you want to set it at 1080p, simply press OK. So click record, meaning every 3 minutes new videos will be created, and after that 3-minute mark, another video gets created, and another 3 minutes a new video gets created. And 5 to 10, I find it too long. And it's funny because the Korean dashcams you can only configure it in 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minute interval, whereas the Chinese dashcams offer 3 minute, 5 minute, and 10 minute intervals. The reason why I choose 3 minute is that 5 minute can be somewhat long, and in that instant moment of your accident, it's only a couple seconds that it only takes about 10 seconds to determine whose fault it was and what the story is behind in terms of that video. And if it's if it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you have to sort of edit the video out, and uploading the video takes much longer, and for that reason I like to use 3 minutes. WDI, wide dynamic range, receives more light into the device, so the video quality is better, so leave it on. Exposure, I would leave it at default, and this is another Chinese dashcam thing. You don't see that in other devices, but if you know your cameras, then you can play around with it. If not, just leave it at the default setting. Motion detection. Yes, this dashcam is offering parking mode by motion detection. So if you hardwire this device, it can work as a parking mode. This dashcam will record parking mode videos. However, you need to manually trigger parking mode, motion detection mode, because if you drive with this mode on, it will, as soon as you come to a stop, as soon as your video recognizes that you are not physically moving your vehicle, you're not moving, then the video will actually stop recording, and as soon as something moves, then it starts recording again. So it doesn't actually work like Korean dashcam, where you park your vehicle for 10 minutes and it automatically goes into the parking mode. No, it doesn't work like that. Once you park your vehicle, you need to make sure your motion detection mode is on, and I'm not 100% sure why they made it this way. It's very inconvenient, but at least this dashcam does offer the motion detection mode, and it is quite good. So if you're new to the dashcam and if you want to try out what the dashcam offers, I think this is a great device to start out with. Okay, so if you want to go back, you simply press M, but if it takes you out to the first setting, then you have to press again to go into the right page. Audio, if you want your voice to be recorded, leave it on. And I do encourage our customers to leave the audio on, because say in the nighttime, if someone hits and run you, say whatever, any mishaps or whatnot, you can call out the license plate, and your video dashcam will still record your voice and stuff like that. And so in that moment, you might think that you will remember it, but you may not, and this device can do that for you. Timestamp, I would always leave it on. So gravity sensing, this is the G sensor. So this device is equipped with the G sensor, and what that means is that if you feel an impact, if your device senses that there was a collision, or usually a collision, then the video dashcam, this device will make a new video file in a different folder, so that you can go directly into that event folder to recognize, okay, this is the only video that I need, and that's where you can find your accident video footage. For this device, I would probably leave it medium. For other devices, I either leave it off, or I simply disable the sound, because some of the devices make beep beep noise once the G sensor gets triggered, and it gets quite annoying. But with this guy, it doesn't make any beeping noise, so I would probably leave it on. So that was it for the first page. Let's go to the second page. In order to go to the second page, you need to press twice. Date and timestamp, you can simply choose that. Auto power off, so without recording any videos, after 3 minutes it shuts off, or you can leave it off so that it just continuously lasts until the battery power goes completely dead. Okay, let's go back. Beeping sound, as you can see, if this sound annoys you, you can actually disable that. Language, there's so many different language options. Oops. Frequency, this is another thing. If you know your camera, you can choose so. If not, just leave it at a default mode. Screensaver, this is where you can decide how long this LCD screen is on for. You can leave it 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I would probably leave it at 3-minute mark. So after 3 minutes without touching anything, it will go, the screen will shut off. License number, this is interesting. So you can actually choose your license plate, write your license plate in your video. It's a quite neat feature. And here's a format button. What's nice about LCD dashcam is that you can change all these settings by looking at these LCD, and you can even format your SD card here. And formatting your SD card is extremely important. As I said, if your micro SD card is all about recording videos for this device, and no matter how expensive your dashcam is, if your micro SD card is defective, or if your micro SD card is not really in a good condition, your video quality is not going to be good. Your videos are maybe missing and all that stuff. And in order to prevent and also prolong the lifespan of your micro SD card, formatting it is extremely important, and we recommend reformatting it almost. Some manufacturers say every week reformat your micro SD card, but without having LCD screen, it gets kind of tiresome because you have to take out your micro SD card, bring it to your computer. But by having this micro SD card, LCD screen, you can simply reformat it by pressing yes, and it will format it for you. And at the same time, it will change your micro SD card so it optimizes for recording videos specifically tailored for this specific device. Default setting, again, if you change your setting, if you want to go back to the default setting, you can simply press OK, and here's the version. That being said, so that was everything about the setting. If you leave it at default, it's totally fine. I don't necessarily play around with different settings a lot, because I think the factory default is just enough. But if you find the need for it, you can do so. Another last thing I want to point out is that not only this dashcam can record videos, it can also shoot a picture for you, and also to view your video footage. So right now, this sign means it's in camcorder mode, dashcam mode. So if you simply press OK, the red dot will start blinking, and you can see the video starts to record. And if you want to stop it and to take a picture, all you need to do is simply press this on button once. It takes you to the picture mode. So if you want to take a picture, you can simply do that by pressing OK. And if you want to go to viewing mode, all you need to do, press one more time, and it takes you to the viewing mode. So I think this is the picture. Yes, it is the picture that was just taken. And if you simply play around with it, then there's that video that I just recorded. That's right, so you can see that the videos were recorded. And if you want to go back to the main camcorder mode, all you need to do is simply press one more time, and it goes into the recording mode. So after playing around with all these settings, you must press OK if you want to start recording videos. If you don't do that, the video is not going to be recording, and therefore checking this LED mark or checking this LCD screen to make sure that the unit is working is extremely important. Last thing I want to show you is let's say if you turned off your vehicle, this will automatically shut off in a bit. But that being said, what I'm trying to get to you, actually this will last 3 minutes because this is set for 3 minutes. Let's just turn it off. So if you go into your vehicle again and simply start your commute, and as soon as your device is plugged in, your video starts to record. So you don't have to press OK to start recording videos. This device is as simple as plug and go, and all dashcams are very simple, and to start using it, all you need to do is just plug it into the power cable, the cigarette power cable. So I think I went over pretty much everything, and hopefully this video can help our customers in setting all these different configuration options, and at the same time have more idea about this device. So that was about it. Please let me know if you have any questions at info@blackboxmycar.com, and thank you for watching. Bye now.